Okay, so we're starting off with Asia, which is the largest continent. Fact 1 for Asia is that Bhutan is the most mountainous country in the world, with 98.4% of its area mountainous. Fact 2 is that Para Airport in Bhutan is so dangerous to land in that only 8 pilots in the whole world are certified to land there. Fact number 3 is that India and China, the two most populous countries on earth, are both in Asia. Their combined population makes up almost a third of the whole world. That's how much both of them have. That's how many people both of them have. India is the new most populous country since I think April this year. Okay, and fact 4, Saudi Arabia is by far the largest country without any rivers. It's much bigger than even the second largest, which is Libya. Fact number 5 is that Bhutan takes the China-Taiwan conflict to another level. They are so determined not to acknowledge both the countries that they literally deny the existence of both of them. That's the sheer level. It's very funny that they don't recognize such big countries. Fact number 6 is that there are actually 6 countries which are in 2 continents, and one of them being Asia. 1 is of course Russia, 2 is Kazakhstan, 3 is Georgia, the country, 4 is Afghanistan, 5 is Turkey, and 6 is quite surprising, Egypt. No one thinks that the Suez and Aqaba area of Egypt is part of Asia, but that's actually the truth. Egypt is part of 2 continents. Fact number 7 is the lowest country on earth is the Maldives, with an average elevation of just 1.5 meters. I can literally jump higher than that. That's how low Maldives is. Also, the largest is the only Buddhist kingdom in the world is located in Asia, Bhutan. So fact number 8 is that the country with the most active volcanoes is located in Asia, and it is, as many people would know, Indonesia. It has over 160 active volcanoes. The reason for this is because it is in the Pacific Ring of Fire, and the Pacific Plate is a very active plate. It's the biggest plate in the world. Fact number 9 is that the country which made the loudest noise in the history of the planet is again Indonesia. That happened through none other than the 1883 Krakatoa eruption. It was literally, everyone is going to be surprised at this, about 4 times stronger than the strongest nuclear bomb, the Tsar Bomba. The Krakatoa eruption had a force of 200 megatons of dynamite. It was equal to 200 megatons of dynamite. So that's you're gonna be very surprised by this again. It was heard 4,000 kilometers away in Alaska. The eruption was so powerful it destroyed 2/3 of the Krakatoa Island where the volcano was. And finally, fact number 10. Okay, there's too many facts about Indonesia. One last. The Komodo dragons, the largest lizards on Earth currently, live in Indonesia on the island of Komodo. They grow up till 11 feet long, and they can smell a human from something like 1 kilometer away. That's how good their sense of smell is. They are the largest of the monitor lizards. Okay, continent number 2 is Africa. Just because, it's the second largest continent. Fact number 1. Its largest country, Algeria, is actually the 10th largest country in the world, which is surprising because Africa is a really big continent. At least I would expect that one of its countries would be like maybe a bit bigger than that, like maybe 6th or 5th largest in the world. But fact number 2 will explain this. Fact number 2. Africa has the most countries out of all the continents, with 54 countries. That's a lot of countries. And the smallest of these is the Seychelles. It's a very beautiful place, must say. If you shoved, fact number 3, if you shoved Seychelles into London, you'd get one of its islands like somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean. That's how big it is. Actually, it's very small, just 670 square kilometers. That's tiny. Literally the same size as Mumbai, India. Fact number 4 is as of I think 2015, Burundi was the poorest country in the world with a GDP of only $309. With a GDP per capita of only $309. But that has severely improved, and now today it's much higher than that. Fact number 5 is that there's only one country in Africa which is in 2 continents. That is Egypt, which I talked about in Asia, in the last continent. Fact number 5 is the most populous country in Africa is quite surprising, Nigeria. Actually, it's not surprising when you look at a map of population density. So near the north of Nigeria, complete Sahara Desert, but the south is lush. It's lush with people, not with trees. But it's the opposite of a desert. Its largest city, Lagos, has a population of over 15 million people. It's one of the largest cities in Africa, in all of Africa. In 2030, Lagos, fact number 6 is, in 2030, the population of Cairo will almost break 30 million by 2050, not 2030. But by 2030, its population will be at about 25 million, which is still a lot. Currently, its population is 18 million people. It's the largest city in Africa by population. Fact number 7 is that although Madagascar seems very tiny, it's actually bigger than Sweden. That's because of the equatorial bulge of the Earth, which means that it's bigger at the equator and smaller at the poles. That's why flat Mercator maps are distorted. Fact number 8 is that although Benin and Togo seem very close to each other in size, Benin is way bigger. This is again because of Mercator maps, the flat projections. And in your free time, why don't you just look at a flat map versus the globe? A globe will show you that Europe is tiny compared to all the other continents, while in a flat map, Europe seems massive and Africa seems tiny. Again, equatorial bulge. Fact number 9 is that Djibouti actually has the bases, the army bases, army, navy, and air force bases of over 10 different countries. Fact number 10 is that Africa is one of only the 2 continents which are on all 4 hemispheres. The other one being Oceania. Bye!